What if the first words you say each morning quietly decide how your entire day unfolds? Before the world speaks to you, what are you saying to yourself? 7 simple lines, spoken daily, can shape your mindset, your actions, and your future. Before we dive into these 7 lines, let me ask you something. What is the very first thing you do when you wake up? Do you reach for your phone, complain about getting out of bed, or do you begin the day with intention? The truth is, the morning is the rudder of the day. Those first moments after you open your eyes set the direction for everything that follows. That is why these 7 lines matter so much. They are not just words. They are seeds. Each morning, you plant them in the fertile soil of your mind, and throughout the day, they grow. They shape your thoughts, your emotions, and eventually the results you experience in your life. Let us start with the first line you should speak to yourself every morning. Today, I choose to be happy. Notice the word choose. Happiness is not something that simply happens to you. It is a decision. It is a choice you make, moment by moment, day by day. When you make that choice first thing in the morning, you set the tone for a day filled with positivity and purpose. Now, choosing happiness does not mean everything will go your way. You will still face challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. But when you choose happiness, you choose how you respond. You choose to look for opportunity instead of defeat, growth instead of frustration. Have you noticed how some people move through life with calm confidence, while others constantly struggle? The difference is rarely circumstance. It is attitude. You might be thinking, my life is difficult right now. I cannot just choose to be happy. And that is exactly when this choice matters most. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It is the strength to face them with the right mindset. That strength begins each morning when you decide how you will show up. Now let us move to the second line. I am grateful for everything I have. Gratitude is the antidote to dissatisfaction. It shifts your focus from what is missing to what is already present. No matter where you are in life, there is always something to be grateful for. A place to sleep, air to breathe, lessons learned, people who care, or opportunities still ahead. When you begin your day with gratitude, you create momentum. You train your mind to notice what is good, even in difficult situations. And here is something powerful to remember. What you focus on expands. When you focus on gratitude, you begin to see more reasons to be grateful. If you are struggling and feel thankful for nothing, that is when gratitude is needed most. Start small. Be grateful that you woke up today. That single acknowledgement can change how the rest of your day unfolds. Each morning, be grateful that you have the ability to make choices. Be grateful that you can change your life. Be grateful for the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become better. When you truly appreciate what you already have, you open yourself to receive more. The third line you must speak to yourself every morning is this. I am capable of achieving great things. This is about belief. It is about faith in yourself and in your abilities. Success always begins in the mind. Before you achieve anything meaningful in the world, you must first believe it is possible in your thoughts. You have to see yourself as capable, as worthy, as someone meant for more. That vision starts with the words you repeat to yourself each morning. When you tell yourself that you are capable of achieving great things, you raise your standards. You challenge yourself to rise above mediocrity, to step beyond your comfort zone, and to pursue excellence in everything you do. You give yourself permission to dream big and to work hard to make those dreams real. But here is the key. Saying the words is not enough. You must believe them. You must feel them deeply and allow them to become part of who you are. When belief takes root, confidence follows. And when confidence grows, you begin to act differently. You show up differently. You expect more from yourself. Some of you may be thinking, what if I failed before? What if I tried and fell short? Remember this. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every setback carries a lesson. Every disappointment is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. The greatest achievers in history faced failure, but they refused to let it define them. Instead, they let it refine them. You must do the same and use past failures as stepping stones toward future success. The fourth line you need to speak to yourself every morning is this. I choose to focus on what I can control. This line is about personal responsibility. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. Life is filled with uncertainty. The economy, Other people's choices and unexpected events are often beyond your control. Successful people understand this. They do not waste energy worrying about what they cannot change. Instead, they direct their focus toward what they can influence. Their actions, their attitude, their effort. When you begin your day by choosing to focus on what you can control, you reclaim your power. You free yourself from frustration and redirect your energy toward actions that truly move your life forward. This choice is not always easy. It is tempting to blame others, to make excuses, or to focus on the obstacles in your path. But the moment you do that, you give away your power. You allow external circumstances to control your life. Instead, choose to be proactive. Choose to focus on your circle of influence. Ask yourself, what can I do today to move closer to my goals? How can I improve myself? How can I add value to others? These are the questions that lead to growth, progress, and success. Remember, the only person you can truly change is yourself. But when you change your thoughts, your actions, and your habits, you change your world. You become stronger. You become more capable. You become someone who can overcome obstacles and achieve meaningful goals. The fifth line you need to speak to yourself every morning is this: I embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. This is about perspective. It is about learning to see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. Every difficulty, every setback, and every problem carries the potential to make you stronger, wiser, and better. Life will not always be smooth. There will be storms. There will be moments when you feel pushed beyond your limits. But these moments are where real growth happens. You do not grow when everything is easy. You grow when you are challenged, when you are forced out of your comfort zone, and when you must adapt. When you start your day by embracing challenges, your mindset shifts. Problems stop feeling like roadblocks and start becoming stepping stones. Instead of asking why this is happening to you, you begin asking what you can learn from it and how it can help you grow. This change in perspective transforms setbacks into lessons and difficulties into opportunities to develop new strength and confidence. This mindset must be genuine. It is not about pretending challenges do not matter. It is about recognizing the value hidden inside struggle. When you truly welcome challenges as opportunities, you become more resilient, more adaptable, and more confident. You develop a strength that external circumstances cannot easily shake. The sixth line you need to speak to yourself every morning is this: I am committed to continuous improvement. This is about progress. Success is not a destination you reach once and stop. It is a lifelong journey. The most successful people understand this. They never stop learning, never stop growing, and never stop pushing themselves forward. In a world that is always changing, choosing to grow every day is what keeps you moving ahead. By choosing a path of constant growth, you are saying that no matter how good you are today, you can be better tomorrow. You are recognizing that there is always room to improve, always something new to learn, and always a way to sharpen your skills or expand your knowledge. But growth does not happen by accident. It requires intention. It asks you to step outside your comfort zone, face your weaknesses honestly, and commit to becoming the best version of yourself with discipline and persistence. So how do you live out this commitment? Start small. Set aside time each day to learn. Read books, listen to podcasts, take online courses, and seek feedback with an open mind. Reflect on your experiences and look for lessons in everything you do. Remember, improvement is not about comparing yourself to others. It is about comparing yourself to who you were yesterday. Even the smallest progress matters, because those small steps add up. Over time, they compound, and one day you realize you have traveled farther than you ever imagined. The seventh and final line you need to speak to yourself every morning is this: I choose to make a positive impact today. This is about purpose. It is about understanding that life is not only about personal success, but about the difference you make in the lives of others. True fulfillment does not come from what you get. It comes from what you give, from knowing that your actions and your presence have made the world a little better. Making a positive impact does not require grand gestures. It can be as simple as offering kindness to someone who needs it, helping a coworker, or bringing encouragement into a difficult moment. It can mean doing your work with care and excellence, knowing your effort contributes to something larger. When you treat people with respect and spread positivity, you create meaning in the ordinary moments of life. And here is the powerful truth. When you focus on making a positive impact, it returns to you multiplied. You experience more joy, deeper satisfaction, and stronger relationships. This intention becomes a source of motivation, pushing you to go further, persist through challenges, and give your best, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. So there you have it. These are the 7 lines to speak to yourself every morning. 7 simple statements with the power to shape your day, and over time, transform your life. But remember, they are not meant to be repeated without thought. They are meant to be lived. These words are not meant to be spoken mindlessly. They are affirmations meant to be felt, believed, and lived. Let us recap them together. Today, I choose to be happy. I am grateful for everything I have. I am capable of achieving great things. I choose to focus on what I can control. I embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. I am committed to continuous improvement. I choose to make a positive impact today. Now, imagine what your life could look like if you began every single morning with these 7 affirmations. Imagine the positive energy you would carry, the resilience you would build, the growth you would experience, and the impact you would make. But here's the truth. Saying these words once is not enough. They must become a habit. They must sink into your subconscious mind, and that requires repetition, commitment, and discipline. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, start every morning with these 7 affirmations. Say them out loud. Write them down. Feel the truth of them in your heart. Then watch how your life begins to change. Success always leaves clues, and one of the most powerful clues is this. Successful people start their day with intention. They set their mind before they ever step into the day. They prepare themselves for purpose, focus, and growth. That is exactly what these 7 lines are designed to do. They prepare you for success. They help you face challenges with strength. They remind you of your potential, your blessings, and your ability to make a difference. But remember, these affirmations are only the foundation. What you do after you speak them matters just as much. Your actions must align with your words. When you say today, I choose to be happy, you must make choices that support happiness. When you say I am grateful for everything I have, you must pause and appreciate what is already present in your life. When you say I am capable of achieving great things, you must set meaningful goals and work steadily toward them. This is how words turn into results, and intentions turn into transformation. When you say, I choose to focus on what I can control, you must direct your energy toward productive actions instead of worrying about what lies beyond your influence. When you say, I embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, you must face difficulties head-on, searching for lessons and chances to improve. When you say, I am committed to continuous improvement, you must actively seek opportunities to learn and grow. And when you say, I choose to make a positive impact today, you must consciously look for ways to add value to the lives of others. These affirmations are not magic spells. They will not transform your life overnight. But they will transform your mindset. And when your mindset changes, your actions change. When your actions change, your habits change. And when your habits change, your life changes. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Jim, what if I do not believe these affirmations? What if they feel forced or fake? And to that, I say this. Keep going anyway. Your mind does not clearly distinguish between what is real and what is repeatedly imagined. When you consistently feed it positive thoughts, when you affirm your potential and purpose day after day, your mind begins to accept those ideas as truth. Think of it like planting a garden. At first, the soil looks empty. Nothing seems to be happening. But if you keep watering those seeds, if you keep nurturing them daily, they will begin to grow. In time, what once felt awkward or unnatural becomes familiar. Those affirmations take root, grow stronger, and eventually become your default way of thinking. And that is how real change begins. Not in one dramatic moment, but through small, intentional choices made every morning. I wish you good health, happiness, and clarity on your journey. And if this message resonated with you, remember to subscribe to my channel, Mindset Daily, so we can continue growing together.